Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Hicks Morning Show. I'm Tony T. And our show today, we're going to give you picks here from the NBA, college basketball, and NHL. We're with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time with our live show. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so you never miss our live shows. If you do, you can always watch the replay over on our live tab on our channel. One more thing, guys, give us that like, that thumbs up. It really helps us build up our audience. We greatly appreciate that. So we're going to meet the cappers and get right to the picks, as we don't mess around here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Well, not too much, Tony. It's a big stack day. Been studying a lot of college basketball today. Woo, big card. Loving today's slate of action. And then we got some good NBA games, and then throw in a big pile of NHL to top it off. Big, massive Tuesday. I'm excited. Get my college basketball best bet yesterday, so on a nice one run there. What a crazy finish. Sweated it out. I took Kansas and won by half a point. Somebody's people on the other side with Colorado lost by half a point. What a crazy finish to that game that was. There. Dropped it with the I had the Clippers. I figured maybe they had a little bit of rest. Figured this was a spot they'd get a win. I think I'm with Tony. I think we got to just continue to fade the Clippers in February. Because it's the second half they turned to ass. It was like they were there, but just missed brick after brick after brick. Harden missed the layup. Wide open three. It was like, man, the shots just weren't dropping. They had plenty of chances to win that game. Just shots didn't fall.
Yeah, and Kawhi with the injury, Powell again. So it looks like a repeat of last year.
Late info. Then they come out and they're like, "Oh, we're not going to play today."
Yep. That about that. Say hello to Sean. Sean, what's happening?
2 and 3 day yesterday in college hoops. So I've been up and down the last couple of days college basketball. I did have the underdog at Kings game. Somehow it was up to like 234 later in the day. I was like, how the heck is it? What is this happening here? But it paid off. It was a winner. Although the end of the show picks, I had the Kings there. Tough losses with Eastern Kentucky. We had, I think, 3.5. They lost by 4. And then Colorado plus 6.5 lose by 7. Yikes, that hurts. Those are tough losses, but I can't, you get a couple of those. I'm not complaining. We're having a good college basketball year, and got 3 up for today for college hoops, and hopefully I'll find a basketball game here I might use in hockey. That's hockey. I don't know. Leave that to Rod. Solo's the ice guy over here. He loves hockey.
That's right. All right. On over to Solo. What's up,
what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing good. We went a little plus money yesterday. I think we made a little plus money in college basketball, and I think we went even NBA. We ready to fire today, but gave y'all some good picks yesterday. Told y'all I wouldn't lay that money, with the Nets versus the Cavs on the screen, and I gave y'all that 3-team parlay that hit at the end. So let's do it again.
Let's do it again, indeed, or Solo. So we'll roll again. I'll bounce back from yesterday, kind of the same way, up and down, up and down. We'll keep trying to look it up here in today's card. So let's get on with it, guys. NBA will start today here, 7-game card. We'll start with the first 3 games here. Celtics and Raptors. Oh, boy, here we go. Celtics 11, total 227. Cavs and Magic, another road favorite here with the Cavs, 6.5, total 224. Suns and Grizzlies. We got the Grizzlies here, 8. I'm seeing a 7.5 now. Pinnacle number coming down. Total here, 245.5. Let's take a look at these injury reports here early on. Boston and Toronto, no Holiday, no Cornette here for Boston. Al Horford is questionable. Tillman and Keto will be probable. On the Toronto side, Ingram, Tucker here are out. Poto questionable. Grady Dick is probable. Cleveland and Orlando, just Garland questionable here. Suggs still out here for Orlando. And then in the game between the Suns and the Memphis Grizzlies, we've got Martin out, Morris questionable. Memphis, a clean injury report coming into this one. So we start with Rod.
We have to look at the Suns of Memphis. No defense played there. Give me the over 245.5 in that matchup. Definitely up and down the court they go, and we cruise in the 250. Give me the over there. I'm going to take the under between the Cavs and Orlando. I know the Cleveland Cavs have been whooping it up offensively, but the Magic can definitely play some solid defensive basketball, and so can the Cavs. I think this is going to be a slow-paced defensive slugfest between these two teams. We've seen Orlando. They've come out battling here in the second half, so I like the defenses to shine there. It's already dropped. It was a 225 down to 222.5. I still like it. Give me the under 222.5 there. And then the Raptors, like They're on the road again, right? Yeah, they're not so good on the road.
They're home. They're home. They're home.
No,
That's a
they're
home
good.
game.
Oh, they're at home in that one. So
Yeah.
they're getting a lot. Well, they are at home in that one. I thought they were on the road. My bad. So they're at home. So give me the Raptors plus the 11. We held Boston up at the border. Made sure their life was miserable coming across the border. That's what we do here in Canada. That's what they do out in that
the dogs
end of the country. Yeah, they got the dogs out. Search their bags. Make sure you don't find any little remnants. I've even seen them take a little swabby on someone's bag and go, "Hey, your bag smells like that." And they take a little swabby and they put it in the machine. And go, "Oh, there's a trace. Go sit over there for even longer."
Is it weed legal up there, I thought? Or is that just Vancouver?
Yeah, but they'll find other stuff on there that's illegal. You can't carry it across the border. That's still illegal. It's a cross border, not allowed. You cannot do that.
No. But I'm just saying, like, if they're like it smells like that, I'm like, what the heck? No, whatever.
Well, yeah, it's still illegal to cross border with it. That's the big issue, right? Yeah,
What I do, Your Honor, I took some plants across an imaginary line. Anybody see the movie Blow? That's Johnny Depp's character.
Yeah.
I took some plants across an imaginary line. What did I?
What did I do wrong? It was just a plan.
It's just a plan. On over to Sean.
So the Boston Toronto game, I was thinking about an over in that one, just because it's the first game of a back-to-back there. They got Detroit up next, so I'd lean over. Right, they could come out, shoot a little bit, try to get the little road trip on the right step. But again, not loving that one. The Cleveland one, though, I want to leave the Cavs here. Maybe first half. It's the big number for the game, but I'm looking forward to taking Cleveland on Friday. They got Boston. Boston's going to be coming off 2 road games back home, so I think Cleveland maybe comes out strong here and then maybe like fade second half or just kind of goes through the old motions. So I'll take Cleveland first half. And the final game in that block was what? The
Suns Grizz.
Suns. And I guess you got to lay it with Memphis. I mean, the line just says it's 8. The Suns. I'm done with the Suns. We're talking off air about the Suns. No, thank you. I'll lay with the Chris's here, the Memphis Chris's. In honor of Chris not here today. I like Memphis to get it done.
Yeah, Memphis there to get it done. On over to Solo.
Yeah, Phoenix and Memphis, I agree. I think Memphis they get their lick back tonight. I think they roll over the Suns. I think they get back on the winning track. Boston and Toronto. Toronto actually beat them pretty good the last time. I think Boston would be a little pissed off. I'm not really a revenge guy myself, so I'm going to take Toronto with the points at home. I see Holiday's out. I think Boston will be looking ahead to that big game later on the week as well. Let's take the Raptors plus the points.
There we go from Solo. I'm Solo telling you what I think about these games. Yeah, I don't like these dogs at all on this block for some reason. I'm usually a dog guy. I think Boston has really got their groove going like we thought they would, right? Once the All-Star break came, the defense was going to tighten up, and I think that's what we're seeing here. That's the way Popovich used to do it back in the day. It was like, you look at this team, so this team doesn't look horrible, and then here's the All-Star break, he tightens everything up. I think that's what we're seeing there with Boston. Of all the favorites, I like Cleveland the most here, laying here against this Orlando team. I know Orlando's probably getting it back together, but I just don't trust their offense against this Cleveland team. That is, you look at their pass from the road, averaging 121 points per 100 possessions, a plus 12 net rating for Cleveland on the road here in their pass 4 there. And the Cavs over their past 5 in fantastic form, and 14-8 to the spread as a road favorite. My goodness, yeah. So I like Cleveland there in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we continue here on the show, guys. Just one reminder, we are giving our free picks here on the show, and you can always visit our site over at Tony'sPicks.com. The link in the description, and that'll get you right over to our site, where you'll find our best bets, premium plays as well, and more right over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll lock and load for the Tuesday card. You can see many of our cappers here, like Sean, Rod, Solo, doing great work on our leaderboard. So go ahead and get signed up. One-day passes are all profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased. We'll be credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. So get on over to Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show as we continue here with the NBA. 4 left, so we'll close out the NBA here with these final 4 games on the card, and they will be Bucks and Rockets. The Rockets 3.5 and 4, total 227. Spurs and Pelicans. Well, the Pelicans 2.5. I'm seeing 3s pop up at Penny now, so a little bit of steam on the Pelicans. Mavericks and Lakers game of the night. Although I think it would be more impactful if the Lakers were in Dallas, to be honest. That would probably be a bigger showdown. This wounded Mavericks team will be dogs here. Lakers 9 total, 231, 232.5. Hornets and Warriors, these ugly Hornets here. I think they lost their stinger after beating the Lakers. Boy, what's happened to Ball? His shooting performances, what's it, 4 of 23 since that Laker game? Warriors
shooting off one leg.
Yeah, 17.5 now. Total 220.5. Man, that's a monster number there. Let's take a look at the injury report here for these games here tonight in this block. We're looking at we covered Cleveland, we covered Boston. Okay, Spurs and Pelicans, just basically out for San Antonio. Boston out for New Orleans. This is the healthiest that New Orleans has been in since I think the whole season. Just one person, Boston, who's really just a bench guy, Brandon Boston. He's the only one out here for New Orleans. So New Orleans, pretty much New Orleans full speed. We know Wemby out for the Spurs there. Milwaukee and Houston in this one. Connaughton, Portis, and Robbins out. Giannis and Trent are probable. On the Houston side, no Zeller. Now, Van Fleet has been upgraded now to questionable, so we'll see about his status. Brooks also questionable. Tate, East, and Adams are probable. Suns and the Grizzlies here. Martin out, Morris questionable. Memphis, a clean injury report coming in. I think we covered that in the first block. Charlotte and the Warriors tonight. We got Okogie out. Williams and Jeffries are questionable. On the Warriors side, no Kuminga. Jackson Davis, the bench guy, he is questionable. Mavericks and the Lakers, the big TNT game tonight. In this one, we've got Davis, Gafford, Lively, Martin out. Powell, doubtful. PJ, questionable. For the Lakers, no Kleber there, but LeBron is probable there. So there you're caught up here with the injuries in the final 4 in this block. We started off here with Rod.
Yeah, a couple I like here in this final block. I like the Rockets here. I'll lay the 3.5 there. I don't trust the Bucks on the road. You look what they've done ATS-wise, 10-17. Expecting to cover spread on the road. I think Freddie comes back to play as he's questionable. I think that's why that line is. It might pop up a little more, but here at home, I think Freddie plays this one. Was the rumor that he's just about ready to go, and he'll try it out and shoot around, but I think he's really ready to roll. And when he's been in, he's been absolutely the heart of this Houston Rockets club. They get going when Freddie's in there. So I'm going to lay it with the Rockets in that matchup. And then the Spurs, what have they done all season long? Following a 10-point blowout loss, they bounced back pretty good, do the Spurs. 8-1 straight up, following a road loss of 10 or more points this season. So give me the Spurs straight up. I think they beat the Pelicans in that matchup. The two I like there.
There from Rod on over to Sean.
Houston, just because I like Houston. Bucks, I'm just not sold on Milwaukee there. I'll lay a 3.5 with Houston. I would say the Pellies. I think the Spurs had their little kind of win it for the Gipper kind of games, and I think the Pelicans. I don't know, man. They should be. I'm not a huge NBA guy, but so I know you're more NBA. I don't feel that the Pelicans should be better than a 14-win team. Like I think they're not bad. I look at them like, how the hell you only got 14 wins
in the West?
Injuries early on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and plus now I look at it, but you're still playing a bad Spurs team. Beat the Spurs. These guys, the heart's gone. You lost your coach. You lost your future. You get a little bump for a bit. Give me the Pelicans here. I'm going to take the Mavericks. Here come. I'm going to get the Laker head. They're going to come in the chat. They're going to tell you to take me off the channel. Folks, I don't care about wins. It's just about spreads and making money. All right, listen. They're the Lakers. Okay, they're a good team. All right, that's fine. They win some games. They're not covering here. Although this is a spot I could see either the Mavericks showing their ownership, you know what, the hell with you, and lose like 127-76. Or they say, you know what, you think we're a bunch of losers and you want to move the team to Vegas? We're going to come out and actually compete and maybe beat these guys and take it to our old teammate. It's a weird game. You don't know how they're going to respond. But, you're going to give me 8.5, 9 points. I'll take I'm definitely going to take the dog with the points there. And Charlotte, we got Charlotte with the last one on the
Charlotte, we got Charlotte also.
Can't be dead off of what? Back-to-back 50 and 40-point losses, these guys? Is this a money line play here?
Ball can't make a shot. Ball can't make a shot. He's just like
I
4
don't
of
think he's the only
25.
guy who can make a shot when you're scoring 70 points. I mean, how about playing a little defense? They're not only not making shots, they're not even after they miss, they're standing around pointing at each other on their own free throw line, like, hey, what happened?
It's a Miles Bridges and nobody else. That's
I'd say I'd bet this normally. I just take it because of the amount of points. I can't. Talk about a Tankapalooza team. Holy crow! Just pass this game. Thank you. 17.
I think that was some party they had after they beat the Lakers.
What the heck?
He's switching it up. He can throw the ball. He doesn't have to make a shot. He's throwing one deep for a long bomb. He needs a couple touchdowns and a field goal there.
Yeah.
Goodbye to this game. Maybe a player prop somewhere. No thanks.
They're from Sean on over to Solo.
Yeah, Charlotte and Golden State. I think Charlotte coach had told Ball that he wanted him to play like his old self back in high school when he was going for all them crazy numbers. And if you really watch the game, he's shooting 3-pointers off 1 foot, and it's kind of like leaning back. It's kind of crazy. A little disrespectful to the game, the way he's playing. But either way, I think Golden State, I'm on this train. They moving. I'm laying it. I know it's a huge number, but I think they're going to roll them. New Orleans and San Antonio, I think these teams get up and down. San Antonio without Wemby, they have absolutely nothing at the basket. They might hit 250. Let's take the over.
There we go from Solo. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm with the Pels as well here in this one. San Antonio's failed to cover 7 of 9, and they're just 1-10 against division this year. Even when New Orleans was bad, when they've been injured. As I said, New Orleans is about the healthiest they've been all season. I have not seen one guy on the injury report. That's all they've got. Murphy can play. Zion can play. They've got some pieces there, and I think this is the team that kind of gets it together here. And San Antonio, I think, going the opposite direction. They're not shooting the ball very well, and they're not defending. So I'll look at the Pelicans there, kind of standing away from that Mavericks-Laker game. This, like I said, I can see this one coming around the number. You just never know there. And I like the under in Charlotte and Golden State. How is I don't know even if Charlotte has the ability to get to 90 in this game the way they're playing. I will look at them here in this one. You look at Hornets 8-2 the under in back-to-back games. So a team that can't shoot really struggles to get points in back-to-back spots. So I'll look at the under here. Warriors
gave up some points last night.
They gave us some last night. That's true. They did give up a lot. But I think here they're going to have a struggle trying to score some here in this one. So I look at the under in this spot. Warriors over their past 3 at home, putting up just 111 points per 100 possessions. And, boy, look at the Charlotte. They're shooting the basketball like a college team right now. Over their past 5 games, 39% shooting, 29% from 3. Those are college numbers, averaging 95 points a game. So we'll look here at the under in that one. And that's where the team is going on the under in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show. We got you through
some defense, though. Look who's playing some defense. The surprising number I see in the NBA is the Lakers after that trade. Look at their defensive numbers. They're better than what they were before. And we figured they were going to play any defense. And guess what? They've stepped up and played some defense.
Well, you can play.
The league is
blowout.
Small. Yeah. You can run around. They have a lot of young players.
I think they're loving basketball.
That's what I always thought the small ball isn't a bad option for this team because it's going to make the bench more involved, and the role guys. It's going to make them more involved because these guys aren't used to playing post-up basketball coming out of college. Who does that? I mean, it's just this is not the 80s, 90s. You don't have Ralph Sampson in there anymore, and all these big. Who were Dudley? Or who were these big Utah centers they used to have back in the day? A bunch of big.
UA Blood.
We used to call them big stiffs. That was a big name back in the day. Big stiffs. All the big college, those big college guards. I couldn't do nothing. All they could do just take up space.
Stand here. You put your hands like this, and you look like inflatable tube guy. That's what you do. You look like inflatable.
Mark Eaton was 7'4". He made Shaq look like Muggsy Bogues.
But that's when we were joking all the time. We were joking about college basketball back then. We would call them the big stiffs. All the big stiffs they were in college basketball. They were just.
Now all
I
the good
think
teams
that I
got
just
3
think of like.
Yeah.
I say now all the good teams got 3 guards.
Yeah, that's how it's going now. In a Villanova style. Villanova was the one team that always had those small. They never had any size. They were playing the 3 guards back in the day. I remember that. They were putting up
aggressive,
points.
bullish guards, and you just you apply pressure and you run.
Yeah. Villanova did it. I remember it because they didn't have size, but they did it with the perimeter, man. They had some great wing play back in the day. But who was that great shooter they had that didn't even get a sniff in the NBA? I couldn't believe it. He was like the leading. Reynolds, who was the guy? Reynolds, what was his first name?
Oh, Scotty Reynolds.
Yeah. He didn't even get a sniff in the NBA, and he was like the leading scorer in college. I couldn't believe no one drafted him. He didn't get any yet. Do you know anything on that, Solo? You were involved in college. Why didn't he get to do anything?
Yeah, I think he was just too small, and league his game just in transition to the league. I think he went overseas, played a little ball.
Yeah, that was I could not believe Scotty Reynolds got no look in the NBA. That was, to me, was like really a shock.
He was big time in high school. He could have went anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that I couldn't believe it because Scotty was bad. This dude would light up that scoring sheet, man. Back those Villanova teams back in the day. Again, all these big stiffs, they couldn't get the big stiffs out.
Listen, that guy plays today. He's like Buddy Hield. He'd be like a top 10 pick, probably. A guy firing, shooting. They just take him like, oh, you could score. We got to take him.
Oh yeah, he fit right in with somebody like the Jazz. Some teams that just got 8, 9 bodies. They just run out there and shoot threes.
Yeah, but those were like the days when you had to score, defend, and not turn the ball over. They were like Ben Holland. Yeah. Ben Holland back in the day had the formula to get guys in the pros. But they didn't like him. They got him out of there right away. We don't like this style of bad play. Get out of here. All right. Yep, he hasn't sniffed. I don't know where he's at now. All right, let's get to the college hoops. We'll do it in 2 blocks. We've got a lot of 7 Eastern games now. So in college hoops, we'll cover the games from 6:30 and include the 7:30 in this first block. College hoops. We start with Rod.
All right, kicking up college hoops here at the 7:30 spot. Give me the over between Duke and Miami, 151. That's not enough points. Duke can drop 100 on teams. So Miami only needs, 51, 52? All right, give me the over 151 in that matchup. Another one I like here, Providence getting disrespected. I don't trust Marquette laying 13 in that matchup. I know Providence didn't look good in their last game, but what do? They're solid off the bounce back. I'll take Providence plus the 13. 22-5 following game. They don't cover the spread. So give me Providence there. Another one I like, give me the over between, give me Georgia Tech plus the 9 against Pitt. Disrespected Georgia Tech. 3-2 in their last couple of games. I know they haven't been great on the road, but look what Pitt's been doing. They haven't been good. They've cooled off 2-3, 1 spread. They've covered 1 spread in their last 5. And now you expect them to cover 9? Give me Georgia Tech plus the 9 in that matchup. Definitely joggy today. Give me Buffalo plus the 14.5 against Central Mich. Buffalo hasn't been great, but is Central Mich that much better? No, definitely not a 14.5 point better than the Buffs in that one. Give me Buffalo plus the 14.5 there. And then another one I'm looking at here in this time spot. Give me the over between App State and Georgia Southern. Just that total's way too low. 139. We cruise well into the 140s there between those two. Couple I like in that early block.
There from Rob. We move on over to Sean.
All righty. Couple totals here. Well, first of all, we got to look at the added game here for Justin here. He loves this nonsense. Army and Lafayette. You can get a 4.5 offshore, 4.5 at DraftKings. You want to take them, Justin? Go ahead. Take Army. You love that? Enjoy it. Now some totals here. I like this VCU under. Here it's 133.5, I believe now. Is that what I was seeing? It's come down a little bit. I still like the under in that one there. The Davidson total here up to 146.5. It's gone up 2 points there. I like the over in that one as well. Next up, we will look towards UL Monroe here. This was a 13. It's come down to just a tad. I don't mind. It's the third. No, it's back up here. So like the 13. This was, man, these lines crazy. This was a 13. Excuse me. Yeah, this was a 13. I saw 12. I actually saw 11.5 somewhere, and now I'd be back up to 13.5. Whatever. You want to take the home dog ULM plus 13.5? Sure. And I saw some Florida love in the chat here with this line. It's kind of tough from 7.5. Georgia to me, this is if they want to get in a tournament, you need some kind of win. You've lost 3 or 4 in a row. These guys blasted by 30. If you're going to show up, here's your chance against a top 3 team. I'd lean there. Tough one to take though, because Florida's been great this year. But that's a team that needs, again, you hope in one hand, poop in the other, see what fills up first. Just because the team has to win, sure as hell don't mean they're going to win. But that's a spot where their season's on the line here. You're getting a decent amount, maybe to keep it close. I'd lean Georgia.
there from Sean on over to Solo.
We're gonna start with Georgia Tech and Pitt. I like the job Damon Stoudemire is doing. He's playing a 3-guard unit. They're getting out and pushing the ball. They're applying pressure. They're not a really good team, but like you said, they're gelling together. I think they'll find a way to keep this close. Let's take Georgia Tech plus 8.5. Got to disagree in the ULM game. James Madison coming in. Chris Richard is a terrible coach. This team is terrible. This program is terrible. This game will get out of control. James Madison is going to roll all over the Warhawks. And I'm laying it with Duke.
And they're with Duke. They're from Solo. What I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to look at the plus price as well with Georgia. Based on their home splits, their home numbers have been very good. Gators away from home hitting 45%. Gators only make 70% of their free throws. They're not a team that forces a lot of turnovers defensively. So I'll look at taking the points here. Also, I'm going to hold my nose with Providence, taking plus to 12. Marquette's not been a good cover team this year. Providence 5-2. The spread is a road dog this season. And they're also a pretty good shooting team, 38% from three, 51% around the bucket. Hey, that's like Cooley's teams used to do. They used to make those threes back in the province back in the day. So they're hitting their threes now. These Friars here.
He left the handbook before he left. He left the handbook.
He did, right?
He left the handbook before he left. He's like, here, before I leave, I'll leave you guys this book, all the stuff you need to know before I leave. I won't leave you guys high and dry because that's Ed Cooley for you.
Yeah, he left the handbook on those corner threes. That's what the Providence was known was. He'd always get the open three, and they're doing it now here. Golden Eagles really not a good shooting team in conference. Over their past 5, just 41%, failing to cover 4 of their past 5. I'll take the points there with Providence, and let's see. You know what? You know my rule with Baylor. You know, and they failed again in that last road spot here against. Who did they lose to? They lost to Colorado, right? A team that won one game in the Big 12, and they lost to them. Well, give me Cincinnati. Because Baylor, you take them at home, you fade them on the road because they can't defend on the road. Horrible. 48% shooting they're giving up away from home, where they failed to cover 11 of 14. Bearcats in their past 5 are hitting 48%, so they finally figured out a way to make baskets there. So I'll look at them in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony 60 Morning Show as we continue here with college hoops. So we'll close it out here with the games at 8 Eastern. All the way down. We got 2 beauties here tonight, man, at 11 Eastern. You guys have to stay up late tonight because these are 2 good ones. New Mexico and San Diego State, Gonzaga, and Santa Clara wrap up our college hoops tonight at 11 Eastern time. We'll see what Rod says. I know Gonzaga is the team of Western Canada, representing Western Canada there. We start with Rod.
And give me Santa Clara in that matchup, plus the 6.5. I don't trust Gonzaga this year. They're at just – expecting them to bounce back here now. I also love the over in this game. This total is the books can't put it high enough. The first meeting of the season seen 200 plus points, so this is definitely going to be a track meet between Gonzaga and the Broncos there. And yeah, Santa Clara plus the 6.5 there at home. That crowd's going to be going absolutely nuts. We're going to see points all over. And to answer Mr. Weskers, yes, I will take Georgia plus the points in that matchup. That line looks all funky as all heck. Why is Florida only favored by 7? I think they should be favored by 10, 11 over a Georgia squad. And why is it only 7? Because they want you on Florida. Don't do it. I'm going to take Georgia on the money line, Mr. Weskers. I think you love your Gators. So I'm going to go the other way. Give me, as you would say, stop fading me. Well, I'm going to fade you. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs. Sorry to get distracted, everybody. Nothing but love, Weskers. Nothing but love and respect, buddy. Anyways, looking at the other big game, New Mexico taking on San Diego State. Man, that's going to be a battle. I like the under in that one. Lower scoring one, defensive step up. Give me the under 144.5 there in that one. And another big dog. Do you trust West Virginia here? I don't trust West Virginia here. 2-3, straight up in their last 5 at home. 11-4. This is a spot that we know TCU has been asked. 2-7 on the road, but you look at what West Virginia has done in the last 10 night games versus that conference opponent. 1-9 straight up in the last 9 night games. Give me TCU on the money line. Come into West Virginia and outright West Virginia in that matchup. And then looking at another one, there's some really good games in this late night spot, by the way. I don't know if I got enough TVs to watch all these games going on, but I'll definitely be trying. Look at Whiskey Land 14.5. Do you trust Whiskey Land 14.5? I think think whiskey
No.
burnt us last time. Maybe expect to bounce back here. Still feeling the burn from that triple shot of
watering
whiskey.
down the whiskey. Watering it down.
Right. Still feeling the burn. Give me Washington plus the 14.5 there. It's like, yikes.
There we go. You're getting the happy hour whiskey. You're getting the happy hour whiskey there.
Happy hour whiskey. Yep. Happy hour whiskey.
Man. Nasty. On over to Sean.
You know, the Wisconsin was 16 last night. Literally not even, and maybe an hour ago it was 15 and a half. Now it's 14. So it's on its way down there, that line. So just in the last hour, it's dropped a point plus there. So interesting there. I sort of like Murray tonight. I'm looking at this 5.5, and I've had mixed results with the racers this year, so it didn't make my card, but I lean that way. Lindenwood, total 143 here. I kind of like the under in this matchup versus Western Illinois there, under the 143. And the Tennessee under, 137.5. Man, LSU's terrible. And Tennessee, I don't know what the hell I'm getting out of Tennessee. Like one day they're scoring, one day this could be a 65-35 game. Like I would not be shocked if we don't even get 100 points in this game. So give me the under 137.5. And the West Virginia, this was again 6.5. Now it's up to 7.5. I underlined West Virginia. It was 7 last night. I thought about playing it. I still might think about it. I'm sorry, Rod. West Virginia looks a little, I don't know, the line's a little oddballish to me there. San Diego State on a money line minus 125. And Clara, like Gonzaga. How are you laying points here? This is not a vintage Gonzaga team. I know they play old defense sometimes, but Clara ran up. I mean, what was that, like 109, 107 last game? What was it? Their last game was crazy. Obviously,
they score. It was nuts. They that head
Right.
in that first meeting of the year was 202, I think was the total.
Yeah, they beat Washington State on the road 109-79.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up their last game here. It was 103-99. You're telling me that all of a sudden Gonzaga's figured out their offense or their defense against it was 94-81 last year. No, Santa Clara and the points. Thank you. There you go. That's the late. That's the late stuff.
Someone mentioned here about NBA. I see nothing on this. I got it on ESPN, CBS HQ, NBA TV. No one's running that thing about Embiid retiring. So, no, it's not true, or else it would be all over my TV screens.
Did you say that yesterday? Did you say that yesterday? Did you say Embiid retired yesterday?
He did. Maybe shut down for the season. That probably makes more sense.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Because he was thinking about going for the knee surgery. That was a big thing. And Philly's not going anywhere. And Brooklyn's trying to lose, but they keep winning, which is one of the strangest phenomena I've seen. Anyway, I'll move on over to Solo.
That's what I was talking about yesterday when I said, why is he questionable when they said he was out for the season?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Okay, but we're going to move on. But Iowa State and Oklahoma State, I saw Oklahoma State play Kansas. This Kansas team is not very good. I think Iowa State's going to roll them. I'm laying the points with Tennessee. This LSU team just doesn't have it. I know they're at home. I know they're getting down to the bottom of the season, but they're just not a very good team. What else we got here? Yeah, I definitely had 2 double shots of that rail whiskey. I'm off of that. Give me Washington plus the points. And I'm on Santa Clara, and I'm on San Diego State.
And there you go from Solo. Tell you what I think about these games here. Yeah, I like TCU plus the points. Mountaineers not really in good shooting form right now. And TCU is a team that forces turnovers and defend the 3-point line pretty well. Looking at West Virginia, 14th in offensive efficiency in the Big 12. Not a very good shooting team. I like TCU plus the points there. Let's see. I probably would lay it with Alabama. I don't trust Mississippi State away from home here. They can't shoot the basketball when they get off their home court. I look for a pounding there with Alabama. Rod, you got your Illinois cap? Keep it. Give me Iowa. I know. Give me Iowa plus the points. Iowa 9.5, 10 here. Just keep. We can probably burn it now. That might be that might be the shirt you burn. Your cap you burn this year is the Iowa one. He's putting the Illinois cap on today. Oh my goodness. No, I like Iowa here plus the points. Looking at Iowa, a team that shoots the bat. Look at the defense here for Illinois, man. Over the past 5, we saw that Duke game. We give 49%.
Look at the defense for Iowa, though. Look at their defense. It's not much better.
They saw it.
These are two two defenses that no defense played.
No defense. That's what I'm saying. Two bad defenses, and you got a team that can shoot. Give me the team that can shoot. Get 9.5, 10 points. I think that's where it's at. There, yeah, I'm with you guys with Santa Clara here plus the points. 5-3 is dogs. Santa Clara really good shooting form as well. I'm with Solo here and San Diego State at home. I know the lines moved a little bit, but I didn't like the way the New Mexico look against Boise. So I'll look at San Diego State here in this spot, and that was a road loss for New Mexico. There, this Aztecs team, the top defensive team in the Mountain West. I'll look for them here. It's a young team. Look for them to just kind of gel here toward the end as we get close to the Mountain West tournament, which will be it's always an intense tournament. None of these teams are in the top 25, by the way. They're just beating up on each other. And I know a lot of people are always down on Mountain West when you get to the NCAA tournament, but this might be the year when it turns around and we get some of these teams in because they've been looking pretty good. New Mexico, Boise State, Utah State. You could throw in San Diego State if they gel here at the end. Like I think Sean was the one who was just say it's tough to win. Those home courts are very strong in the Mountain West. And there's no better, in my opinion, Well, there is Lobo's got a good home court, but San Diego State of late, that home court has been really good. We've seen, who was that guy from? There was a chef that was up there just recently. The guy from Diners, and the other drive-in. What is that dude?
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri was just at San Diego State the last game. He was there. I don't know what he was doing there, but he was there. They had him on camera doing something. But anyway, I'll look at the Aztecs in that one. All right, let's continue here on the 26th morning show.
Caution on the Iowa State game, just so you know, watch out. They might sit guys. They can't win. They're mathematically eliminated from getting first in the Big 12. So is this a game they need? Basically, Iowa State is left with seeding, just a seeding position for the conference tournament. They can't win the Big 12, so they're dealing with some injuries on some guys, right? Jones sat last game. Gilbert sat last game. Do they sit again? Here's the thing.
Did you see Oklahoma State?
Here's the thing, though.
I know I've seen Oklahoma State in the league, but
this is the thing you got to keep your eye on here, and this is the important thing here. When you're in the NCAA tournament, you want to get a 1 to 4 seed, because if you get that 4 seed, they place you in a favorable location when you play the tournament. So you really got to win and try to be in a 4 seed, because they give those favorable. I forgot what the terminology is, but those teams that are 1 through 4, they get the favorable locations. So that's what you're kind of shooting for in the NCAA tournament. So I don't think you throw a game away like this, because if you lose it, it looks bad on the profile.
I don't think they throw away a game, but I don't think those two guys play.
I
think that you just want to win. You just want to win. You're not trying to pound Oklahoma State right out the gym, because you got the bigger game is up next for Iowa State, because that's the team they're trying to leapfrog in the standings. In third, I believe it's Arizona in third in the standings there, and they play them up next on deck. So they beat them. They swap positions and move up into that 3rd seed in the conference. So they're kind of looking ahead a little to that game. So that's why I'm just be cautious, because
it's one of those. Yeah, like I said, it's the seeds 1 through 4 in the NCAA tournament. They get the favorable seeds. You know, like Duke is always playing in Raleigh, and as long as you're a 4 seed, you're going to get that type of placement. Look for Iowa State somewhere in the Midwest there, because in that first round you got 4 games, and usually these teams don't play. These aren't even in the same bracket. They're just everybody's bracketed for location, and we're going to favor the seeds 1 through 4 and put them in the favorable location. So that's something to keep an eye on there. And, Iowa State doesn't want to be up in the out in the Pacific Northwest or the East, Northeast or South. They want to be in the Midwest, and to stay in the Midwest, you got to be at least a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. So there's something there. That's something to keep an eye on there as we move forward with these games. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Simone Show. We got you through the college hoops. Now it's time to skate up and hit the ice here with these games. So we'll do 2 blocks. We're going to cover the first block's easy. We're just going to cover the 707s. They always load up these 707s in NHL here. So the 707s will include Hurricanes and Canadiens. We got the Hurricanes 220 total of 6. Ducks and the Sabres on their road trip here. We got the Sabres $1.91 total of 6. Flames and Capitals $1.90 total of 6. Stars and Blue Jackets here. Stars $1.75 total of 6. Maple Leafs and Bruins. Leafs on the road $1.45 total 5.5. Penguins and Flyers. Flyers $1.39, total 5.5. You get this one underway here with Rod.
And yeah, look at a couple spots here in these early slate of games. I'm looking at Columbus at home. Look what they've done at home this season: 18-6-4. Hot. I believe they're the second hottest team at home in the NHL this season. The Kings being number one in that department. Columbus number two. I'll take the Columbus Blue Jackets there, and that one is a big dog. I'm going to take the Boston Bruins at home here as a big dog as well. They love to play the Leafs. And what do the Leafs do? They're 0-7 when heading into TD Garden when Boston's on a losing streak. Boston sees the Leafs coming in and going, yeah, we can end our losing streak here by beating up on the Leafs. So it can be Boston and the big plus price there. And then another one, you trust Carolina on the road, laying minus 210? I don't. Not at all. And then also Carolina this year, after they've given up 2 or more goals in the third period, like they did in the last game, they're 0-5 the next game. Give me Montreal at the big plus price. And that one, three dogs for you to kick off the slate in the NHL.
There we go from Murad. 707s over to Sean.
I'm looking at the Duck Sabres here over the 6 goals. Got the Ducks in back-to-back overtimes, and Sabres put up 10 goals the last 2 games. Good enough for me. Over to 6. And then Tampa Bay. I'll take Tampa here at home, man. Kind of a little hot squad here. What is this? Third roadie 4 nights here for Edmonton? I got it written down. Let's go. Tampa at home. Short price. You want to get a little fancy with a puck line?
Watch out for the Oilers later in the week because it's just going to get worse. This is the worst schedule I've ever seen. This is third game, 4 nights. Thursday night, They have to play the Florida Panthers. So then they play Tampa tonight. Then they go play Florida. They play Florida on Thursday, and guess what? Then they have to go play Carolina on Saturday. 5 games and 7 nights for the Edmonton Oilers team.
It's tough.
Gauntlet.
Yeah,
that's too many. By the end, they're going to be dead. I'm taking Carolina minus 2.5 on Saturday.
They make you pay for those 2 weeks off.
They do, yeah. It's like, you know what it is? It's Batman's like, you want to win the 4 Nations, do you? Yeah, have this schedule.
13 goals in the last 2 games. Like, what am I missing with Tampa Bay here? They have 32 wins. It's not like there's some. They've given up 13 goals their last 2 games, Edmonton. Tampa Bay, let's go.
I took Tampa in the video.
There you go. All right, let's continue.
Week, that schedule's brutal. It's third game, 4 nights, and you still have 2 more this week. Ain't gonna get any better if you're giving up the goals you're giving up. You don't instantly change and give up none from giving up you give up 6 to the Flyers, and then you gave up 7 to the Capitals.
Wow. All right, we'll close out hockey here with Oilers Lightning here. We got the Oilers at the $1.10 on both sides here, total 6.5. Rangers and Islanders, we've got this one $1.10 both sides as well, total 5.5. Panthers and Predators here, Panthers $1.44, total 5.5. Red Wings and Wild. We got the Wild here, $1.16, total 5.5. Kraken and Blues $1.37, total 5.5. Late night game 9 Eastern. Blackhawks and Hockey Club Utah $2.55, total of 6. Start with Rod.
Yeah, and look at those. Look at those matchups. Edmonton. You know the reason why is maybe Skinner can get some sleep because he's out on the road. Came the same kind of thing that Shesterkin was dealing with earlier in the season. They just had a new baby. The baby's 3 months old. So on his break, you know what he said? He said they did an interview with all the Oilers. Hey, what'd you do on your time off? What'd you do on your time off? He's like, I dealt with a toddler and a 3-month-old. That's what I did on my time off. Everybody else was like, I went to Hawaii. I went to Cancun. I went to Aruba. And there's Skinner dealing with the new babies. So sleep sometimes catches up with you in the goalie department when you're trying to stay focused. Sometimes it's not so good. So, yeah, I mean, Tampa in that matchup. And then the Battle of New York, the Rangers team, 5-5, not playing the greatest hockey this season. They've been a 500 hockey club all season long. And this Islanders team rolling. Sorokin's been absolutely money. So give me the Islanders there in that matchup. Did you do all the way right through the end?
All the way through, yeah, all the way to the end,
all the way through? All right. And then one more I'm looking at here in this time spot is you look at Florida. Hey, they came back from that 4 Nations break. They didn't play so well in that first game, but what do they do best? They bounce back huge. I'll take the Panthers minus on the puck line there. I think they beat up on Crashville. Crashville's not good. Not good at all. And the Panthers are going to whoop it up. Panthers 10-0 straight up following a loss when they come into Nashville. So this is the team they love to beat up. Give me the Panthers in that one.
There from Rod on over to Sean.
All right, the Utah game. I mean, you're going to give me 220 with Chicago? I know they're terrible. Utah's got 10 wins at home. You're only 2. Forget, no way. Chicago just on principle. And give me the Red Wings here.
Third game, 4-night. Blackhawks, tough schedule. They went from home, they went to Winnipeg, and now they went to Utah. Yikes.
Dude, come on, man. Utah's not a good team. That's one I just got to – you're going to give me a huge number like that? I will take a look at it. Again, we're just talking about random games. You know,
I know. It's better.
I'm not putting money on this thing, and we're just talking about things that stick out with me.
Take the plus 1.5. You got a better shot. Then if they lose by 1, you still win.
That's no fun in that, bro. I'm here to go plus money. That's you're the guy who's going to come in here and tell people to take the Dodgers minus 380 on freaking April 7th, bro. Come on with that.
I don't think so.
No, I'm just fucking balls.
Not even close. You see this little sticker up here? This sticker says, "Do not bet the Dodgers. Do not bet the Yankees." I don't bet either. It's just there's many other opportunities to make money in baseball than betting the Dodgers or the Yankees. I learned that long ago. Don't bet the Dodgers. Don't bet the Yankees.
You're going to give me more than 2-1 versus a team that has 10 wins. All right, I'll throw it out there if somebody wants to bet it. We got degenerates in the chat. These guys want everything, so I'll go a late dog. And Detroit, nice revenge spot from 2 days ago. They just lost overtime to these guys, and they've been hot anyway. You're going to give me a little plus 105 even kind of money there. Let's go Red Wings. Do it for Stevie Yzerman and Sergei Fedorov. Let's get it done for the 95 squad. Let's go.
There you go from Sean. Actually, I've seen some numbers that they put up here. That's not for a lot of the Vegas books. Rod, we have 12 games. The over-under goals today is 73.
That's right. 73, 12 games. So you do the math. That means you need at least
5.
That's a lot. You need six goals a game. Take the under 73. That's too bad.
Under 73. Okay. More home goals. The home goals at home than away. The home is favored $1.35.
Let's see one. Yes.
Old grain salami.
Yes, take the home goals.
Home goals, okay.
Yeah.
More home goals, $1.35.
More home goals.
There we go from Rod. We got some through for the folks in Vegas.
Some help, folks. What are we doing here? What are you trying to do to these people?
I'm showing them on all these books. They have this. The people like to bet the goals. You know.
I mean, I got Ukrainian paddleball on one of my websites. Doesn't mean I'm going to bet it. Paddleball.
Well, we got all these $2 favorites, $1.80 favorites. You know, got big favorites today. People look
what happened to the favorite yesterday. Like I said, it was like the Jets at minus 500. It took an OT to get the win. The Sharks plus the puck and a half was money plus 150.
Well, that took years off people's life with those $5. I'll tell you that right now. It took years off their life to see that overtime and shootout.
Minus 500 favorites in the NHL don't fare well. If you want to bet those, I'm telling you, you just bet the other way. Take the plus 1.5. You get a big giant plus money. I've seen it too many times. People are like, "Oh, they can win by 2.5." You know what it's like to win a hockey game by 3 goals? It's not easy.
Well, I think the money line parlay was Winnipeg and the OKC. That was a money line parlay there at OKC. A 99.7% chance of winning with what was it, 16-point lead with 3.5 minutes left, and they lose it.
Right.
That's the NBA for you. That was it here.
It was like they hit 121 and then they just stopped. Because I looked at it, it was like 121 to like 101 or something. It was something crazy. I was like, "Oh, they got a big lead." I was like, "Oh, that was toast." I was like, "Okay, he's rolling." And then I turned back and flipped, and I was like, "Wait, does that say 121? 121? What the hell is that right?" I flipped the TV back on. I was like, "No way." What the
16-0 run. 16-0 run in the final 3.5 minutes for Minnesota there.
Oh.
And a wild one there. All right, we got you through the hockey. We actually had a little bonus there with the goal props that keep starting to pop up now on my line feeds and services. So now we got Next up, we've got the Parlay Peripheral segment where the Cappers give out a parlay, kick out a team player prop, game of the future, exhibition baseball out there as well. I think we're already into it now in baseball. We start with Rod.
And for me, we're going to do a mixed sport today. First one we're going to take is the New York Islanders on the money line over the New York Rangers. And then in college basketball, we're going to take Providence plus the boatload of points. And then in the NBA, we're going to lay 19.5 with the Los Angeles Lakers at a plus 350. Throw that into your parlay. Dallas is big doo-doo today.
Big one there from Rod. On over to Sean.
We're going to bet these straight, like I tell you to do. 50 and 33, 60%. You'd be happy as a clam if you're betting these straight for me since coming on here. San Diego State, money line minus 125 at home tonight. Late night action. Count money, not cheap as you go to sleep. Tampa Bay on the ice. I just loaded up on Tony's picks. So there's a premium for you. I gave you a premium yesterday with the under in the Kings game. It cashed. Go get the college basketball 3-pack. And the Dallas Mavericks Laker fans, take the 8 points. There you go. Third. I got to have my guy Marcel come in here and blast me.
Lay the 19.5. Lay some wood. They win by 20. Plus 350.
Mavericks outright. So I'm going to say Mavericks outright when they lose. I'm like, oh, this guy hates the Lakers. Take him off, Tony.
Oh, Laker haters. The Laker haters.
Oh,
that's
my
right.
God. No, the Laker lovers. They can't say that. Come on.
Laker lovers. Oh, I know.
What
are you doing here?
On over to Solo.
Charlotte and Golden State. We're gonna take this game under 223.
Yes.
We're gonna take James Madison minus 12.5. We're gonna take Georgia plus the points.
There you go.
They're from
the clean sweep on Georgia for the show. We all like Georgia there.
Yeah, a lot of Georgia there. Yeah. I'll take Pelicans with TCU plus the points, and also I will take Santa Clara plus the points with my 3-teamer. All right, we got you through.
Mr. Whiskers mad at it all today then because he's loving Florida. We're all like, no,
man,
He
he'll
knew
be
I
the
was
first
hating him.
comment. He'll
I've
be
been
in here as
hating
soon
him,
as
yeah.
Tony makes the show. He'll be the first comment in here tomorrow or tonight, whenever. Well, you faded me, guys. I should be on the panel.
Yeah, Florida. Absolutely. San Diego State, they were like theirs was as well with Sean. All right, we got you through the Parlay Peripheral segment. Let's see what we got for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Exciting week here with a lot of college hoops, NBA, hockey up on the board as well. Keep an eye on baseball. We're about a month away from that, maybe less than a month away from that series in Japan between the Cubbies and the Dodgers. I just saw someone in the chat mention the Cubbies off to a 5-0 start in the exhibition. There you go for the Cubbies. So. Hope springs eternal. That's right. The hopeful spring there in Arizona. All right, so let's see what we got for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. Of course, Rod has put together impressive numbers in NHL. Also hit the leaderboards over the past 30 days as well. Rod, what you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
And over at Tony's Picks today, I've got my NBA drop a dime play. We dropped it, as I mentioned earlier, with the Clippers. So bounce back spot. Still a nice 4-1 run in the NBA with my drop a dime play. So scoop that up, bounce back spot. And my 10-star college basketball slam dunk looking for our 5th straight. So scoop that up. Been on a nice little hot run, 21 and 14 over the last week. So I got a nice little 5-pack in college basketball. My 10-star slam dunk play of the day that's on the 4-0 run is in there. So looking for our 5th straight play. And then I got one NHL play. I just got to load it up into the package for you. And I'll do that within 2 minutes here. It'll be up ready for you. My NHL sniper play will be there as well. So I'll have a best bet in each sport, and then my college basketball 5-pack. Scoop that up. As you see, we've been hot over the last month. We ended that losing streak and coming in hot. NHL's back, so definitely jump aboard long term. That way, if you get a late Steve play that we see, as I said, I'm looking at that Iowa State game and. They start sitting some guys, like I said. I don't know about sitting some guys, but it's more like resting and letting those guys recover to full health because they're not 100% for Iowa State on that thing. So I'm looking at Oklahoma. It might be a late steam play later. So when you get those late steam plays, we want you aboard and you get long-term, so you get those emailed directly to you and you don't miss out on those plays with us. That's an exclusive here at Tony's Picks that I haven't seen anywhere else. So jump aboard long-term. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 Capper Pass as well. Hit the link in the description. Head on over. Use Tony T at checkout. Save 15% off.
There you go, guys. Got to go right over at Tony'sPicks.com. Have a great year. Having great hockey numbers as well. You can see the one-day passes. They are profit guaranteed, meaning they must earn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. On our late Steam features, if you purchase one of these long-term passes, we allow our cappers to post plays in between 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time. Those are emailed directly to the email you use when you sign up for the service. Available only on the long-term subscribers. All members' plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but our cappers work throughout the day and night looking for winners for you, and that's the late Steam feature there. All right, let's take a look here. We'll get on board with Rod over at TonySpicks.com. Let's see what Sean has for sale right now over at TonySpicks.com. Sean's put together impressive numbers, 4,935 units of profit. Unit leader over at TonySpicks.com. All document there. What do you got for sale, Sean?
College hoops, baby. Here we go. 3-pack is up for you. Go get it. You see the numbers there, 167 and 107. That is a tidy 61%. When I do put NBA and NHL, limited amounts. Listen, I come in here and make fun of hockey and NBA. I really don't do a lot of it right now because it starts during football season and goes into college basketball, which I do pretty well at. Playoff times, a little better to get a feel on it for me. I know who's playing. Teams are kind of focused in. I will add those as we go on. If you get on a long-term pass here, months, whatever, down the road, you'll see more action in that, obviously. It's not, a game or two a week, if any. But college basketball right now, front and center. It's been treating me well since November, and I expect it to continue. A couple 500 days, you're going to get that. To roll along at crazy 61% for a season is rarefied air. We've been doing all right. A couple bumps in the road, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. 3 up today. I'm going to add a couple more too. So if you buy a 3-day pass or whatever, you're going to get more than a 3-pack. So enjoy.
Yeah, Yeoman should have put you in the college basketball tournament contest there on that circus show.
Oh, he rolling.
The way you're rolling.
Listen, man, those contests are tough, man. I got my lunch handed to me in a football one. Because you have to, in contests, you got to kind of go with the pack. Everybody's got to kind of move together. And I tried to be slick out of the gate, and then it cost me right out of the gate. And then I was chasing these guys. If you ever look at the picks on everybody after they do that, everybody's pretty much on the same 6 out of 7 games, and there might be 1 or 2 oddballs, but everybody kind of stays the same down the road. And then it's like a bike race. Somebody wants to pull away and go opposite a couple of things. I don't think like that. I think I try to be like, you know what? I'm going to go totally off the grid and try to beat you guys. And then you have a bad week and you're 5-6 games behind and you're done because these guys are smart. They know how to do contests. And, I didn't win. The guy who wins, they're always up there. The top 5 guys, they're circle winners. They're Westgate winners. They're last man standing out of Will Hill. It is difficult.
No doubt. Yeah, guys, get on board with Sean over at Tony Six. You see the great results from college hoops, 4,800 units of profit. No better time to get on board with Sean. He's got a CBB, his college basketball 3-pack up there. Get on board with that profit guarantee. Or you may consider the long-term pass. Remember that 1-month pass gets you college hoops remainder of the regular season. We dip into the rate of covering all the conference tournaments, maybe dip into some NCAA tournament action very early on stuff, play-in rounds when you get that 1-month all sports pass. Great value there. Remember the promo code pick it, Tony T at checkout. Tony T at checkout will save you 15% off, which is a good about $45 off that pass there when you get on board with Sean at TonySpicks.com using the promo code with that 1-month all sports pass. That's really good value there. The way Sean's cranking right now in college hoops and occasional NBA and NHL in there for you as well when you get on board. All right, there with Sean. Let's see what the Solo's got going on over at TonySpicks.com. Coming off a pretty good Monday of results here documented. Solo, what you got for sale?
I got a 3-pack, both college basketball and NBA. I got a best bet in both as well. So sign up with me short-term, long-term. We starting to see the board coming out the All-Star break. We firing. So we're going to get to the bank. Prepare me one of the good cappers. Make sure you use that 15% code. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it because Solo is locked and loaded here with 3-packs, college hoops, NBA as well. Best bets on the board right now. So great time to get on board with Solo. You can see all profit guarantee on these passes instead of buying them individually. You may consider that 3-day pass there with Solo. Get all of his sports action for 3 days here instead of buying these plays individually. And use a promo code TonyT at checkout. Knock 15% off this purchase as well. Off all purchases there at TonySpicks.com. Remember, profit guarantee on all 1-day passes. Not so on the long-term passes because they're sold at such a discount. So no better time to get on board with Solo. Try him out for that 3-day all sports pass. And you can see he's locked and loaded here for the big Tuesday card. So get on board. All right, guys. I've got best bet on the board, also working on a package right now for you guys over at TonySpicks.com. So go ahead and check out with me over at Tony Spicks for that best bet tonight from college hoops. All right. We're with you here on the Tony Six Morning Show. every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us to get those plays for you guys in real time. Of course, if you ever miss a live show, guys, I want to make note here. You can visit our YouTube channel at TonySpeaks.com, and you'll find our live show archive for you right here up on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Just hit that live tab, and you'll be able to see our live shows. We also have another live show here Monday through Friday at 5 Eastern. It's a happy hour show. Rod will tell you about that in just a second. Also, we have videos on demand. So if we go a little deeper into the games here with the on-demand videos, I've got stuff up there. And I know El Nino's got his, he looks for 3 dogs of the day. I read the comments. Looked like another big day yesterday for El there. We got Rod covering the NHL with lots of content there on the NHL up on the board for you guys. And I think I saw also Ron Crawford had some college hoops picks up there for you guys as well. So lots of great content up there at TonySpeaks.com YouTube channel there we go, Ron in there with some college hoops for you as well. Rod with the NHL, and of course got El Nino's looking for those three dogs of the day for you up there on the channel. I got college hoops and NBA, so lots of great content over on Tony's YouTube channel. So I suggest you guys like and subscribe and set those notifications. You can also find us in podcast form. All these picks are in podcast form. Just search Tony's Picks on your favorite podcast provider and get every pick we produced up here in podcast form. So we got you covered all ways for you guys here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. I just want to make note here as well. If you visit our site, we got some great writers there writing content with free picks up there. Nick covers our NBA. Nick Lagaretos, he's one of our cappers here. We also have Kevin Stott, who writes for us as well. Covers a lot of the college basketball and NHL. Kevin Stott worked for the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Las Vegas Sun, puts together in-depth content there, written content from the game previews and picks there. He breaks down the games, gives you the trends. A lot of great content from Kevin. Also gives you his predictions, his picks from the games as well. So check it out there, guys, over at Tony'sPicks.com, and check out the articles, well-written articles from our expert writers, handicappers at Tony'sPicks.com. Kevin Stott, Nick Lagaretos there. So check out our written work up there over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, guys. Just to let everybody know about his show Monday through Friday here at 5 Eastern time. Rod, it's the happy hour, and of course, a lot of your content as well up on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't cover a hockey game here on the morning show. I got you covered on all the hockey games. So if you're looking for that one specific game, we got you covered on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. It's there, archived for you to rewatch back. And then the happy hour, tune in 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll have the happy hour rolling, and I'll have a little more information on the Iowa State game. Telling you, we'll see how those two guys are, whether they're going to play in this game, because they didn't play last game. So we'll see if they're in or out there in that matchup. And goalie wise, we'll see, check out some more info there. And then the NBA, as always, we'll have that late info. So definitely tune into the happy hour. Good times there.
Very good. Very good. Of course, Sean, we got Sean here in the mornings here on the morning show.
Yeah, morning guy. I was selling, Rod sends the thing, and then about 15 minutes later, some pictures of my dinner on the grill. So, it's dinner. I'll be on here more, especially we got tournaments coming up. I'll be sitting in front of the computer like a freaking fat ass.
Uber Eats at that time. No cooking for Sean. It's all Uber Eats.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Health salad. You're gonna have your health salad. You're gonna have your health salad.
I gotta go. Yeah, healthy salad, right? It's a sophisticated salad, as our guy Dave Walensky would say, right back in the day.
You should eat one of those a day, one big giant loaded salad. What you do is you take it, you put everything in it. You take the big giant salad, you put some peppers and onions and mushrooms and cucumber.
I just do tomato. Although I should just make a big giant bowl of like tuna or like chicken and just throw it in there with some.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, like a little grilled chicken on top, or like just all over the tin of tuna and dump it right on top. I love it.
Yeah. Rod, you say you like jalapenos just out of the jar like candy, right? Do you put them in your?
Yeah, ever since COVID kicked my butt, all of a sudden I love jalapenos now. Now I'm just like, no, I pickle them. I make a relish. I make a big jar of jalapeno relish. I've got 2 jars sitting. Because it's winter, right? So you can only get
what are we talking about?
The process, like the produce section here in the winter. It's winter.
It's Where growing they just discovered Tex-Mex, Sean. In Canada, they just discovered it. It takes a while to get up there.
It takes a while to get up there. So we just got out here, and I wasn't a spicy guy. I didn't like the hot foods. I was like, oh, that's too hot for me. Now bring it on. I can't find anything that's hot enough now. It's like, come on. What's that, a 5? That's
the
light.
jalapeno
That's not enough.
sausage.
Oh, sausage. Yeah, there you go. Of course, Solo, we got you on the morning. Got you on the happy hour as well. And of course, you travel around, so you get to sample the foods all across the country.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a foodie, so we dibble and dab a little bit of everything. But yeah, I'm on the morning show. I'll be popping in on happy hour. Be tapping in all week. So let's lock in and get to the bank.
Let's get to the bank indeed. All right, that's gonna do it here for this edition of the 26 Morning Show. Back again here tomorrow, but back at 5 Eastern time. Rod hosting the happy hour, so make sure you tune in. All right, anybody have any closing words before we close it out?
I'm good.
Very good. All good.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck to everyone. We're gonna wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning Tuesday. We're back here tomorrow on the 26.